Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Mother, Mother of the Universe, Jagat Janani, hold our hand and take us from unreal to real, from ignorance and darkness to the wisdom of light. Take us from death to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. A wonderful prayer, and starting off today's Thursday session. This coming Sunday is the Saraswati Puja. I'll give you a little bit of different angle, and if you do happen to attend Saraswati Puja, unfortunately, we are not going to do the Sunday session in the ashrama. We will do it in the school. You're welcome to come and attend, those of you listening. And there will be no virtual session there, but physical, face to face, certainly. Please come. You're welcome. Mother Saraswati. Who is Mother Saraswati? You notice Kartikeya, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Ganesha are the four idols with Mother Durga. And who is Mother Durga? Durga is the Durgati Nashini. She kills all your sufferings. Who is the suffering? Mahisasura, Asura. And what does she do? Durga Mata kills the Asura. And notice how she kills. Her four kids are not fighting with her. Then why are they put into that mandap? Understand this. And I'll give you a little more different things which are always there in India, but only thing we know so little about it. Now, Mother Durga kills the Mahisasur by the trident on his Anahata Chakra, which is the chest. If you notice that generally you kill somebody by the chest, it is the chest, but in addition, the waking up of the wisdom from the Anahata Chakra kills the evil. Are you with me? And to do that, what is she doing? She is riding the lion. Who's lion? The lion is the king of the animals in the jungle. The jungle is this population, this earth, this universe. And the people, you and I, this jungle is called samsara. And where is this jungle? The moment you put yourself a name and a gender and a form, just a name will do. The moment you say Robbin Ghosh, meaning I am separate from you. I am not you. I'm far away from you. I'm different. I'm separate. I have a different name, different mind, different form, different ego, different memory, different dreams. Have you realized your dreams are never the same as the other people's dreams? So, the Lion King. Why Lion King? Because the animal tendency of a human being in the form of a Mahisasur is killed by Mother Durga. And to do that, though the four children, Mother Durga is doing it, but have you ever read Chandi Puran, which tells you about Mother Durga? Mother Durga is Virgin Mother. How can she have children? These children are depicting the human excellence to you and removing that asura from the negative tendency from you, in which first you need to have great courage, dare, detachment, brahmacharya, not looking at the woman and things like that, and great power to travel at a speed, which is telling you the symbol of the peacock against the Ganesha's rat, the mouse. Are you with me? These are the symbols that the ancient rishis had written down. Now, when you have Kartika, meaning you have a good in health, you not just go to gluten-free diet and go to gym, but you really courageous, daring, you're ready to face any enemy. Now, with that courage and a good health, you need Mother Saraswati. Mother Saraswati gives you wisdom and knowledge. And Mother Saraswati with knowledge and the wisdom and all skills that the academic skills and the playing skills and the instrumental skills and the singing skill and reading Veda and the knowledge and the wisdom, all the skills. So you've got great body, great health, you've got a great Mother Saraswati. Then what do you have? Because you've got great health, great body and a great knowledge, you will earn lots of money. And that's Mother Lakshmi. And when you have lots of Mother Lakshmi, you also have Shanti, Ananda Prapti, and Duksha Nivritti. Three things. Mother Lakshmi just doesn't bring money. She brings peace, joy, and happiness. And then what happens? You will get great ego. I am great. I've got great health. I've got great knowledge, and I got lots of money. You get great ego. Then what happens? To be a human excellent, to be a human being. Have you ever realized human beings are the only one called human being in English? Why? Because the human beings can only become. Become what? Just, just wait for a minute and become what? Then you get Lord Ganesha. So Kartika, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Ganesha, the four children of the human element is Ganesha is Prajna and great courage. And though he is look roly-poly and always happy and joyful, but speaks very little, small mouth, tushti, ananda, with just a little modak in his hand, and great wisdom, a big belly, and calmness like an elephant, great memory like an elephant. All these are properties. I'm not getting into all that. So the Mother Saraswati is the one who is bringing in, and these four children is a symbol. Then what do you do? I said, I'll tell you. Then what do you get? As you look at it, any Durga Puja Mandal or Mandir, you will see there is a tiny figure of Lord Shiva is lying on the sky somewhere in the wall. You attain Shiva. What is that? Shivoham, Shivoham. Shiva Swarupaham. You become Shiva. Now Mother Saraswati Puja is coming up. This is just an anecdote. Do you know that Mother Saraswati, in addition to all this, there is another form of Mother Saraswati, and which is called Kadambini. Most of the politicians worship Mother Kadambini. Do you know why? Because Mother Kadambini gives you, along with the knowledge and the wisdom, a mesmerizing power. Meaning, you may be a great musician, you may be a great writer, maybe a great wisdom of Vedas, but people won't recognize you. People would not appreciate beside a few in your own home and your own brothers, sisters, or maybe mother and the father, or maybe few in the school, college, or office. But if you worship Mother Kadambini as per Tantric mantra, then what happens? What you speak, what you do, not only great oratory speaker, a great writer, a great player, everybody gets mesmerized and attracted and like those bees, like the flies towards the fire, they go towards the fire, they get attracted to you. And do you know Mother Saraswati has another name, and that is Mother Neela. And Mother Neela is Mother Saraswati, but is always in the burning heart and sits on the top of a lotus. And Mother Neela gives you that power, tremendous power. And Mother Neela is another form of Mother Tara. Can you see how they're linked up? And did you know one thing? I was amazed to hear that. I didn't know it myself when I read about it. That Mother Savitri, Mother Gayatri, Gayatri mantra, Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha, Mother Gayatri, Mother Savitri are nothing else but Mother Saraswati. Now you know the wisdom and the power of the Mother Saraswati. And you must keep your pens and writing tools. Have you realized? Just because the British invasion and the Britishers played a very smart trick with us. And what was that trick? They didn't want us to write. They didn't want us to read. Those school college had. But you know what they did? They did a very smart trick. My hats off to them. Just see what did they do. They created education from 16th century onwards. 16th century Britishers came. 1650 they made East India Company. And they made education in such a way which is curriculum driven. And that curriculum driven is intellect and memory, which is where? Out there. Intellect and memory. Where out there? Out there in a teacher, in a classroom, in a college, in a university, in a great institution, in a great book, in a great social media, in a great computer, in a great artificial intelligence. Everything is out there. And that is called education for creating slaves. They didn't want us to be great intellectual powers, the Indians. Why? They wanted us to be slaves because, empowering foreign powers, they have taken over India. They don't want the people, citizens to rise. They wanted to sit down there so that they can rule them and call us Kalu. Do you recollect? These are the names which you used to have. Did you know this TCS, Tata Consultancy Service? Swami Vivekananda was traveling with Tata. The ancient, the first Tata. They were traveling together in the ship. Tata was to get down in Japan, and Vivekananda's ship went via Japan to US. And during this journey, Vivekananda talked to him. They didn't talk about gossips and something, and he talked about, Vivekananda says, you must utilize your money and start a technical college. Tata said something, he said, I'll think about it. Maybe it doesn't create so much of money because he was a great businessman, Persian businessman, a very good person. He came back and he kept thinking about it and he decided to start this technical college. But when he asked for permission, the British government did not give permission. Did you know that? And he wrote to Vivekananda, I would like you to take over as the director. You're the only person capable of director of such an institution. Of course, Vivekananda said, I have different mission. I cannot take over, but you'll find somebody. And do you know Sister Nivedita, Vivekananda's disciple, went all the way to Queen Victoria in England and she fought for TCS. And eventually, after days of battle, she got the permission. Did you know TCS today is so great that in Manhattan about 2 years back, there was an Olympic-like, cross-country running. And the whole Manhattan, New York participated in that. They're great sports fanatics. And every expenditure was taken care of India's Tata Consultancy Service. See, notice how this knowledge, the wisdom, where there is wisdom, there is Mother Lakshmi. The money will come. So that beautiful story, that one boy wanted lots of money. So he went and told his elders in the village, I need a lot of money. I want to do good for the country. So they said, work hard. He said, no, I don't have that kind of time. I want quick money. All the youngsters want to do that, no? Like that. So the elder smiled and he said, okay, you go to the mountain top. There is a great saint there. You go and ask him. If he blesses you, then you will get lots of money quickly. So he goes up there and he says, saint is meditating, and he patiently sits there. 1 day, 2 days. He did not move because the saint was not opening his eyes. And eventually saint opened his eyes and he smiled and he said, I'm pleased with your patience. Tell me what you want. He said, sir, please bless me. I want lots of money. He said, why? He said, I want to do a lot of good to the people. He said, okay. One simple solution. And you know what is it? Don't worship Mother Lakshmi. The saint told him, all human beings have these two deities, Mother Lakshmi and Mother Saraswati. If you worship Mother Lakshmi, she'll give you money, little money. Like we do Diwali and Lakshmi Puja and all that. You will get it. Why? Because she wants you to stay attracted to Mother Lakshmi. He said, don't worship Mother Lakshmi, worship Mother Saraswati. And when you worship Mother Saraswati will be blessing you and Mother Lakshmi will get jealous. Why is this guy falling in love with Mother Saraswati? These are Puranic tales. So, Mother Lakshmi will come and say, okay, you worship Mother Saraswati because of knowledge, I'll give you a lot of money. Why? Because she's jealous. She'll give lots of money. And the saint says, don't make the mistake of falling in love with Mother Lakshmi. Keep worshipping Mother Saraswati. And then Lakshmi will say, my God, This guy is still not, let me give him more money. And more and more and more money will keep coming as long as you keep worshipping Mother Saraswati. Now you know why we worship Mother Saraswati. Besides, remember Mother Neela, Mother Gayatri, Mother Saraswati, Mother Kadambini, and there are many. The Mother Saraswati is where you should have your writing too. Have you realized British education system took away writing from us? Why? Because they made sure in creating slave-like education that when your spelling mistake, they said, the teacher said, write 100 times. All of us have done it, isn't it? 100 times. So the moment you got a choice and freedom to write, I don't want to write because you got fed up. You got really irritated from writing. Not only that, when your handwriting needed improvement, what did the teacher, mom, dad, parent, elders, brothers, sisters said? Write 10 pages every day. Your cursive writing book. Have you realized? Britishers trick. Write 10 pages every day, write 100 times. Because of which, whole country. How many people do you know who loves writing? Maybe you. Maybe one or two, isn't it? Now with this, I would like you to understand this journey of the spiritual journey of the Mother Saraswati, etc. Remember the last time I talked about the beautiful story of the 10 people taking on the journey to the 7 steps of the spiritual journey of this awakening. So the first thing, 10 people wanted to cross the river. I'll just cut it short in this. They wanted to cross the river to continue with the journey. And when they crossed the river, they had carried their clothes on top of the head. There were no boats and nothing. And they waded through, but the current was very fast. And I'm just reiterating this story. It's a very famous Vedanta story. Very famous, very powerful. So when they crossed, the current was strong. They went on the other side. They wiped themselves and they're wearing clothes. And before they start the journey, one of them said, wait, current was very strong. Let's count everybody whether we all 10 are there or not. Great idea. So he counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How 9? So they started with what? Ignorance. And ignorance gives what? Maya, error, Brahma in Sanskrit. Error. What error? He counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He forgot to count himself. Why? Because he is thinking everything is out there. Remember, the education is intellect and memory. It's all out there. It's not in here. Now, and the Brahma makes the error, and Ajnana takes you to error. The darkness of wisdom, from there to the wisdom is the journey. Darkness of ignorance makes you error. Error gives you what? Vikshepa, suffering. Oh, our 10th guy is dead. I don't know what to do. Poor guy. He must be, where is he? Suffering, wailing, crying. This is what we do, no? And then comes teacher, a wise guy. He comes and says, why are you guys crying? He said, sir, we crossed the river, but what to do? Our 10th person is dead. So the wise guy just looked at it. He could see all the 10 guys are there. He said, wait. How do you know your 10 guys is dead? He said, we counted. He said, count it again. They said, we have counted. He said, okay, just amuse me. Count it again. So they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As he did that, the teacher caught his hand and said, Dasamatvasi, you are the 10th one. The knowledge comes from within. You understood? The education is what? Is discovering the power from within, is parenting, is schooling. And he said, wow, I found the 10th guy. And he counts again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm the 10th one. Other guy said, let me also count. He also counted. And this is what it did. Aparuksha Gana comes in by the people realizing it. Before that came the teacher knowledge. It's Paruksha Jnana. Came from outside. So, ignorance causes error. Error causes vikshepa. This is the spiritual journey. And the Saraswati Puja is coming up. Understand this. And the error gives what? Vikshepa, suffering. Suffering is After that comes Paroksha Jnana, the knowledge from outside, okay? And outside knowledge. And from there, once you realize it, you understand it, you say, Aparoksha Jnana. I have understood. With that, what happened? Duksha nivritti. Suffering goes away. And then what happens? Ananda Prapti. This is the seventh one. So, Ajnana, error, Brahma, then Vikshepa, then Paroksha Jnana, then Aparoksha Jnana, and then Duksha Nivritti and Ananda Prapti. And this is what happens when I ask you, who are you? Visit me. Ajnana, and because of which we are suffering, we are making the mistakes. And now understand, I'll not go on with this. On Sunday, I'll talk a little more. If we get the time and the place in school, please come. I'll give you one tiny bit before we close today's session. 2022, 6th of October, Nobel laureate Alan Aspect, John Zellinger, and Anton Klinger. Three Nobel laureate, 2022, 6th of October, said what? This world is not real. In which, what Einstein had done, he brought through his relativity theory that if you can travel as fast as the light, okay, then the time will slow down. And he showed the relativity theory to the train passing through the railway station. And you notice you're standing in the train, standing in the railway station, and the train passes with a whistle. And you notice it does cool of that, and you see the relativity theory. You can see it, right? You notice when you're going in a train and another train is passing from the other side or the same side, two trains are going. As if one train has stopped and the other train is moving, or as if both trains have stopped. In this kind of illusion you get. This is what, in other words, this illusion existed because of the observer. Who is the observer? You. And Vedanta brings it, and this is what 2022 Nobel laureates proved, that a particle is what? This world. Everything is a particle, everything is an object. Does not exist if there is no observer. In other words, this world is not real. Imagine. And how do you understand that? It's spooky, isn't it? How can it be? This table doesn't exist. How can it be? Hey, this table exists because I can see it. Supposing I'm ignorant, supposing I'm unconscious. You say if you're unconscious, table won't exist. This is what Einstein said. That means if I don't look at the moon, moon will vanish. He did not believe in this quantum mechanics, quantum physics. Einstein himself did not believe in Niels Bohr and Heisinger's theory. And eventually Einstein was proven wrong. And this is how these three scientists got on Niels Bohr, on Heisinger, the Nobel Prize. And what did they show? Double slit experiment, with which they showed that if you're observing a particle is any object. If you're observing, it will remain a particle, meaning it will behave like a particle, behave like an object. And if you're not observing, it behaves like a wave. How funny! Wave is traveling. Wave is everywhere. A particle is single place, always stationary, isn't it? Right? But they proved that a particle, an atom, can be a stationary, can be a wave. And that means what? They said the moment you're not observing, meaning nobody's looking, nobody's watching. It's like as if children are playing around, doing masti. If parents, teachers are not watching, they're having great time. And the moment the teacher comes in, they are all sitting quietly. Just like that particle becomes a good boy, particle, sit still. And if nobody's watching, it behaves like a wave. And it's wonderful experience. Go through the thing. I'll explain it to you next time when we have a little longer time. Today we are limited for this time. You have a wonderful Sunday. Come over on Sunday. In which, how do you utilize this now? In other words, if I am the observer and I visualize, like Wright brothers visualize we're going to fly. Henry Ford visualized I'm going to make a car and it will run. Nobody thought about a car. They were bullock carts and horses cars. From there came the four-stroke engine. Right? Think. Have fun. Discover Mother Saraswati. Don't forget to leave your books and leave your pens when you do the worship. Jai Guru.